Hey guys.
Welcome back. We're live here in San Francisco. I'm Ari and I'm here with Kel Lauren.
Hey guys.
Doing graphic design. And we have a lot of people joining. Let us know if you were also here yesterday. And we have a packed schedule. So today we started out with our daily creative challenge with Voodoo Val. She showed us how to use masks to create a 90s style photo, which was really cool. Check out the replay if you didn't see it yet. And here we are at 9:30 with Kel doing graphic design. 11:30, Sam Anderson is going to do the XD creative challenge. And at 12, Jeff Dybel is going to do design for any screen. So check all those out. This is the last stream of the year, so it's a great opportunity to keep engaged with our community. And let us know where you're from and if you saw us yesterday. Yesterday we started an amazing project, a branding project, and oh, here we are. Andreas is back again. David was here yesterday. Mario was here yesterday. I know Filippa was, I know Santaji was, I know Eric was. Great to see everyone again. And let us know what you're looking forward to seeing today and where you're from. And we'll introduce Kel again for those of you that didn't join. You can watch the replay, as Tim said. You can totally watch the whole replay from yesterday and see what we talked about. But Kel is joining us from Los Angeles.
Yes.
And let us know a little bit about where you work, and since we're talking about career building for everyone in the audience, how you ended up as a designer.
Yeah, definitely. So my name's Kel, and I am a graphic designer based in Los Angeles. I work for Live Nation in merchandise, so I design your favorite band tees. And I also do YouTube, and I like to talk about design on my channel and also like some other lifestyle content. I'm a little bit of a jack of all trades, and I really enjoy branding, and I don't get to do too much of it in my regular job. So I bring it all into YouTube, and I get to show you guys kind of like the other side of my brain of what it's like to kind of create an awesome brand, whether that is like something really simple, clean, and tech-based, or something as fun as what we're doing today, which is an ice cream shop. So
this is some of your YouTube videos here.
There's a little something for everyone. I have a lot of like Q&A videos if you're curious about like art school or what my day-to-day job is like as a graphic designer. There's lots of content out there if you want to see me redesign like Flaming Hot Cheetos. I got you there. All sorts of
soda logos.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really cool.
I do coffee logos, and I have a lot of really exciting videos coming very soon. I have a few coming up before the end of the year.
Oh, nice.
So
you're still working?
I can't stop. But I want to make some more awesome content for everyone so we can talk about design a little bit more and make it a little bit more of a well-known field. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Nasli says, hi again from Guatemala. Welcome
Hello.
back. Devang from India. Mario. Jeff.
More puns.
More puns. Yes.
More
So
puns.
yesterday, for those of you that weren't here, we were looking for ice cream puns for our branding of this new ice cream store that we're going to open.
Yes.
It's going to open, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the project so that we can refresh our memory.
Absolutely. So Carl's Creamery is a conceptual ice cream shop, and since we're in San Francisco, I thought it would be cool to create this concept shop based around the character of Carl. And if you don't know who Carl is, he is kind of like the character of the fog in San Francisco. If you've ever been to San Francisco, you know it's pretty foggy here sometimes. And so the people of San Francisco have named him Carl. And he comes and goes, and he's a huge part of the city, and I think he's a great character for everyone here. And so he has all sorts of like social media accounts and everything of kind of like
I'm on his
persona.
Twitter right now. It's so funny. He's always like, if there's a weather report that says it's going to be foggy, he just says, it feels good to be home. And then, not cool, Carla Fogland. He's like, technically speaking, I'm very cool. So it's a really funny personification of the fog, and it's very beloved in San Francisco.
Absolutely.
So I think this brand would be super successful because it's a persona that people kind of identify with, and It's like embracing the negative and making it into
Absolutely.
a positive, because fog is not the most positive thing.
It's cold and damp, so why
Yeah.
not make some ice cream out of it, you know? So here we are with Carl's Creamery. We started yesterday with kind of like a loose logo, and we kind of built it out a little bit more into a little bit of like a color with this drop shadow behind it. And then we paired some wonderful type with it. So we have our champion type right here. Here we have a campaign slab, and for our body copy, we have an Adobe Caslon Pro italic. And then these are some of the amazing puns, slogans that you guys came up with yesterday. So I'm gonna see if we can work some of those into the rest of the branding today. And down here we have some color. You guys helped us name those as well. And we kind of have like our ratios going on here, if you're wondering why they're different sizes. So we have our main colors here, and then kind of like our secondary and tertiary colors over here. And then this was just a quick mock-up of what our ice cream cups could look like. And today we're gonna brand that out a little bit more into a little bit more serious packaging for what you might see in the shop if you can take a little pint of ice cream home, and also revisit these cups a little bit and maybe do some posters, advertisements, some merchandise, t-shirts, tote bags, all that good stuff. So that's what we have on the slate for today.
Cool. And before we get into our next part of this project, I want to remind you all about our daily creative challenge today. So if you didn't see the stream right before us, it was Voodoo Val creating a 90s style portrait using masks. And she did a whole tutorial on it, so definitely watch it. And you can see more details on the challenge tab right above the chat dialog. And you can also join the Discord, which is our really cool community here on the Discord app. And you can see the creative challenge on this tab here, and just read about all the details, watch the live, watch the replay. And then if you go to the current challenge tab, which I just lost, here it is, because it wasn't highlighted. Then you can see all the submissions, and you can submit your own entry. And we'll be looking at those towards the end of the stream and letting you know our feedback. Here's Val's. It was very cool. I missed out on those. My parents never took me to these portrait places.
Same.
I feel like I need to take a kid's photo of me and turn it into this so that I can pretend I got it. So a lot of people called her Darth Val. I saw in the chat. And make sure that you contribute. This community is really safe, and great feedback from everybody. So you can see from yesterday, everyone who participated submitted an emoji. That was yesterday's challenge. So you can even look at that challenge and do that just to practice. But today we're looking for these 90s style portraits using masks. So definitely submit something. We would love to give you our feedback and see the awesome things you create. And another thing that's happening is we're going to have a chat and win. So all you need to do is stay active in the chat, and I'll give you the prompt. And we'll pick a random winner to win 100 custom stickers from Sticker Mule, which is the fastest and easiest way to buy custom stickers. And all you have to do is just be here, say hello to us, and once I give you the prompt, just say something in the chat, and then you could win. All right, that was my spiel for today of all the stuff that's happening. So let's go back to the ice cream, and let's say hi to anyone who just joined. Cross Design, hi. Hi Alberto, hi Boyana, hi Mario. David's excited for the chat and win. Mario's like, active in chat, got it. You're doing great. Keep letting us know if you have any questions or just saying hi.
Absolutely. Great. Are we ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Take it away.
So I think the first thing I want to start out with, which I think might be one of the most exciting things that I like to work on, is packaging. And for an ice cream brand, there's a lot of flexibility with what you can do, and the ice cream space is so saturated right now. A lot of companies have revisited their packaging, and I think Tillamook recently rolled out their new packaging and whole new branding. And if you haven't checked it out, highly recommend go taking a stroll down the dairy aisle and the ice cream aisle. Their cheese has a new brand and their ice cream has a new brand, and it looks amazing. And that's an old brand that took a completely new look at their packaging. It's beautiful, minimal, and I think that a lot of brands should be looking to someone like Tillamook who really nailed their new brand.
Oh, yeah, I just looked it up now.
Yeah, their new logo is really clean. It has a lot of movement in it. They kind of let go of the more like mid-century style, and now it's like, look at those colors, how clean it is. There's very subtle textures. It really focuses on the product. It's nothing like hitting you over the head.
I love looking on brand new and seeing the rebrands.
Yeah. I love walking through like the grocery store and seeing like a new brand that
even
just,
though
like,
it's
redid
modern,
it.
it still really conveys the heritage with the ship and using this script typeface. It's not too generic. Like, it still has
Absolutely.
real character. Whoa, so many flavors.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They really did a great job, especially with their ice cream.
Yeah, the ice cream looks great. But at the top, sorry for scrolling, this is how their old logo looked. There's a lot going on in this logo.
I like how they kept that ship element too, and they kind of like reimagined
But the
it
ship
into
is
a
now
weather
looking
vane.
forward. Did you notice?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more of like, it's that modern approach with kind of like that homey, hand done kind of country feel.
Yeah.
Of having, it's like a weather vane that you would have like on your house out on the farm.
Yeah.
I think it's really awesome. I love that script. I think they did a really great job with it. So I look at brands like Tillamook as someone who really did a great job with, they still kept a lot of that integrity of the brand, and they were still able to reimagine it in a new way. So that's an example of a brand that did something really awesome. So for today, we're gonna be doing a similar thing with reimagining what an ice cream pint could look like from Carl's Creamery. Now I have this mock-up right now with where I'm gonna be dropping all my designs into. So this is what these look like. They're all broken out into PSBs. They have masks on each part of the container, and we also have a bunch of different angles of these, so I can show you like what the top, side, and like all around the pie might look like. So we got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
So just hopping over here, I want to kind of focus on this front panel right here, since this is what everyone is going to be looking at in the store. And so I think the best approach, so this was my general mood board that I pulled together for this brand. It's really bright, colorful, illustrative. I'm gonna grab my color palettes. Just keep that up here so I always have it right by me. Maybe I'll grab this version as well.
Quick Chicken says, "Hey Kel, I love your videos. Came from your Instagram."
Oh, I'm so glad.
Quick Chicken Gaming.
Thanks for joining us. So let's pick our first ice cream flavor. So should we go with maybe something simple to start out with? So maybe like a buttercream, a vanilla. Let us know while I knock this guy out.
Nice to meet you. You too, Jan Eric, although I feel like I've met you before. What ice cream should we start out with? A lot of people liked vanilla yesterday because it's so classic.
Yeah.
Hi, Allie. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Michelle. Hannah, welcome back. Hi to Dubai. Hi to Oregon. Hi, Xavier. He's like, go wild, something vegan.
I'm down for
Vegan
that.
fog. Fog is vegan.
It is.
And it's gluten-free. I love when things like toothpaste.
And it's organic.
Yeah. Like you get toothpaste and it says it's gluten-free, and I'm like, I hope so. Like,
Was there bread in my toothpaste?
Oh, black currant, Sandeep. Alexandra likes chocolate. David says urban jumble could be an ice cream
Sounds
flavor.
fun.
Yeah, it could have like pieces of caramel and
It's like a rocky road, like a city version of a rocky road.
yeah.
All right, so for my background, I think what I want to do for each one of these is create kind of like this illustration of the skyline in San Francisco. So I have my kind of like off-white tone here. I'm just going to go ahead and lock that. And I don't know if I'll keep this with the drop shadow element to it, or I might switch it back just to the black logo. We'll see kind of like what that ends up looking like as we add more elements to it. So right off the bat, I think I want this logo to sit within the kind of middle of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, nice. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Mohammed. Hi, Heidi. Heidi was the one that thought of caramel swirl yesterday.
Caramel.
I can hardly say it. Caramel.
I can't.
Cookie dough and mocha. Yummy.
That sounds good.
Mint chip, salted caramel. Shelby says bold move, but mint chocolate chip. Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. A lot of people don't like mint. I like it.
I think it's quite nice in ice cream.
And these days, during the holidays, there's a lot of peppermint and candy cane flavored stuff. So I quite like that. Geronima says, so nice to see Kel design live. Thanks for this opportunity, Adobe.
Oh, thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah,
This is something
we're-
I've wanted to do for so long, but I've just never really gotten around to it, and it's awesome to like be
Yeah.
able to be here with like you guys.
Yes.
It's even better.
So you were thinking of doing a live stream like on YouTube with your own channel?
I was thinking maybe like, I was like, oh, I'll do it through like Twitch or something. But then right as I was like trying to figure it out, I ended up here. So it really worked out.
Life is crazy sometimes. Hello from Kosovo. Hi, Ken Dream. Welcome. Gina doesn't like mint, but she does like mint chocolate chip.
Interesting.
Yeah. Grasshopper pie. Have you ever had that? I don't know what that
Is
is.
that-
I guess it's like
I
a
feel like
mint
I've had that one.
mint ice cream cake?
Is that what it is?
Or is it actually not ice cream at all?
Or does it have grasshoppers in it?
Lots of protein in a grasshopper. So chat and win. There's about 11 minutes left. So stay with us. We'll be picking a random winner to win stickers. Kendra says Moose Tracks is my favorite.
Ooh.
Oh, two people. And Carol. Kendra and Carol both said at the same time. Denali Mint Moose Tracks. Is that...
That sounds really good.
What brand is that? I'm looking it up. Denali Mint Moose Tracks. Oh. Oh, it's like little peanut butter cup shaped chocolate pieces with things with mint in them.
Oh,
I
that's a
guess.
lot.
In the
That's a
mint
lot.
ice cream. Wow. A lot of people love that. I had never heard of it. Ali says, I'm waiting for the ice cream delivery here in Pakistan. We'll send you some ice cream, but it might be ice cream soup by the time it gets there.
Some warm ice cream soup. So I'm just cutting out little pieces of the bridge right here.
Did you just do this from memory? Well done.
I mean, I should check what it
No,
actually
that's
looks like.
that's accurate.
Oh no, it's
It
I
has
think there's,
less of these open spaces. Yeah,
So
maybe like 3 or 4.
let's just double check.
I had to draw it the other day And I was like, oh, I can
Okay.
totally draw this. And then I looked at the picture. I'm like, oh, this is completely different.
I'm like, okay, I think I know it has these elements because I used to draw it all the time because I've always loved the bridge.
Yeah.
And so I thought maybe I was like, oh,
No, you were totally
close.
in.
Okay, so these are a little smaller.
Pistachio flavor. I really love pistachio. I love pistachio gelato. It's my
Ooh.
favorite gelato flavor. Isn't ice cream soup just milkshake? That is true.
That's true.
A milkshake is ice cream soup. Although, there is a point where the milkshake can become more soupy. But if you order a milkshake, it should be a little thicker than a soup. So
True.
there's a fine line. We can discuss the scientific consistency on another stream.
All right, well, we're getting close there.
Yep. I like how you did the rounded corners.
I think it
Makes
really,
look better.
it really like softens illustrations and kind of like looks a little bit more of like a modern one. It's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it. Sometimes, like I used to round my corners and like a lot of my followers like always make fun of me for it because
Really?
well, like not like in a mean way, but like I love to just like take a little, like the tiniest bit, and especially on type, like I'll take a corner in just like the smallest amount.
Yeah.
But I think it really has an effect on
Oh my
the
gosh, I
overall
totally
look.
see it.
yeah.
Just kidding.
So I think it's, I don't know.
If there's something to be made fun of about, rounding your corners is a good one.
A pretty good one, yeah.
If someone made fun of me, I'd want that to be the thing. Like, oh
It's
my
a pretty
God, your
good thing.
corners are so round on your design.
So nice.
Kevin asks, Kel, what websites or online platforms would you recommend learning from?
Ooh, there's a lot out there. Back in my day when I first started in school, I was using Lynda, which I believe now is LinkedIn Learning.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a subscription for that through school. And now if I ever need anything, either I'll watch like other designers on YouTube, or I also have a Skillshare subscription. If there's like a specific thing that like a look that I'm trying to go for, especially like for work, and I'm working with an artist that I think I need maybe something a little bit outside of my normal range of design, I might hop over to Skillshare and look at maybe one of their tutorials and see like what I can pull from there and use that. And they're generally pretty good, and you're also like supporting other designers by watching their content. But if anyone else has any other platforms too, I'm always open because I love watching design videos and I can never get enough of them.
Yeah, and Adobe Live.
Yeah.
It's a great place to learn.
All right, so we got that going right now. See, I'll drop this weight down a little bit.
Yes, Syed, you can ask a question. We'll answer.
Ask away while I build out my bridge.
So yesterday, Kel told us that she initially went to school for fashion design, and she discovered that she liked graphic design. So I thought that was really cool to hear, because a lot of people are like, I need to choose what I want to do when I'm still in high school. And I feel like a lot of people, including myself that I talk to, either don't do what they did, what they went to college for, or change their major.
Absolutely.
Were you scared when you were changing your major?
It felt really right when I did it.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting in one of my final classes and I did, it was one of my color theory classes, and I did my entire final presentation in Illustrator when I was supposed to do it with cutouts of paper. And it was supposed to be like how you can create like different tones of color through like the tiniest little like pieces of colored paper and how you can create imagery with it. And so I did it with like just shapes in Illustrator because I was like, I'm not gonna cut all this out. And so my teacher was like, you're on the wrong major. And I was like, oh no.
Oh.
And I already was like thinking about it anyway. And initially I went to study fashion design because I wanted to make t-shirts. And I thought maybe fashion design would be the best way to design t-shirts, but ultimately graphic design was that route.
Yeah, because the t-shirt is pretty standard.
Pretty standard. You don't need to change much about a t-shirt, but
Yeah.
yeah. So then I changed it and I had to reapply to the school, which I did during my finals week, which was a lot. But it was the right choice in the long run, and I owe a lot to like my teacher in high school who really helped me kind of like make those decisions to get kind of like where I am, and I still keep in touch with him a lot.
That's great.
So, yeah. Thank your art teachers. If you have a good one, they can really do a lot for you.
Andrew, this is the Golden Gate Bridge. Leo was suggesting there's a quicker way to do what she's doing.
Oh, there definitely is. Help me.
Well, remove the line once and hit Command D to duplicate the shape and position. And then you select all the lines and the curved beam and use the shape builder to remove the loose ends along the curve.
Oh.
But
Okay.
you're already like almost finished with this, so
I thought,
all you have to do is just copy these and you're good on the other side,
Yeah.
right?
I thought maybe I could use, sometimes I would use like the blend tool.
Kendriam also says, use Command D.
No?
So if you do Command D, then it
So would I hold it and then,
should, my head is in front of it now and I can't see it.
move it up? So if I wanted to put one here, I would hit would I select 2 and hit Command D?
Oh,
Or would I just select 1?
I don't know. I'm telling you to do it and I don't know how to do it.
I used to know how to do it and it's not coming to
Hold
me.
Command, then click D. Oh, so that you're holding Command while you have it selected.
So I select Command.
Why does it move down?
Yeah.
Oh, no selecting, Leo says. Oh, so you don't select it, but if you do Command D, then it'll paste it at the same distance. It duplicates your last action. Okay. So if you do it once and then you hit Command D, it'll duplicate the action that you took.
Okay, so if I...
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
So it's just duplicating what you did before rather than duplicating the object that you've selected.
Okay. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank
This is
you.
how you learn. You
Yeah.
do it wrong a couple times and you don't know what you're doing, and then
I love
turns out
learning
good.
new shortcuts. I used to know more and I've gotten lazy over my years.
yeah. That's great. Command D duplicates the last action. I love that.
I know this is gonna need some slight readjusting.
Hi, Tima. So we have 15 seconds till chat and win. So everyone stay active in the chat. And once we tell you to tell us your favorite ice cream flavor, like we did yesterday. And if you said one yesterday, do a different one today. So let's go, chat and win. Okay, Yay, chat and win, everyone. So stay active in the chat. Tell us your favorite ice cream flavor. Sandeep says black currant. Keep them coming. Tima's in the chat. Leo's in the chat. Caitlin, Richard, Kevin, Gina, Sherilee, Dulce de leche. Great choice. Gilda, strawberry. Tori, pistachio. Dominic, chocolate. Katie, chocolate brownie. Tori, chocolate chip cookie dough. Kendra, vegan chocolate. Charisse, vanilla. Mark, vanilla. Kevin, vanilla. Katarina, lemon. Nice. Lemon sorbet. Lindsay, plain old vanilla. Coffee. Moose tracks. There's the moose tracks again. All right, Carol Pearl, you won. Congratulations. So you get 100 3x3-inch custom stickers from Sticker Mule. And for those of you that did not win, no worries, you can still get a discount. So if you go to this link right here, you can get 10 stickers for $1. So it's a great discount just for our Adobe Live family. And let us know what stickers you make. Is it going to be your logo? Is it going to be the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yeah.
Who knows? Hannah says salt and straw, lavender, and olive oil.
Ooh.
That's a great one.
That sounds really good.
I like when olive oil is used in sweets.
Yeah. It's an underrated flavor.
I'm Greek, so we just drink olive oil all the time. Okay, so the bridge is almost there. Congrats, Carol. OMG, I never expected to win. That's what happens. Winning is always a surprise. It shouldn't be expected.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah. Hi, Sergio. Oh, Michelle received her stickers last week. Awesome. What did you create? Let us know what kind of stickers. I always want to know, but I've never seen an example of what people have made. Yes, Ali. Olive oil is widely used all over the Mediterranean, Middle East, Greece, and now at hipster ice cream shops.
Yeah.
Too. Mario missed the chat and win. My creative director was talking to me. Ugh.
Sounds important.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure you'll be chatting another time and you'll win. Philippa says, wow, I just looked on Kel's Instagram and the playtext redesign was in an article. Congrats.
It was. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, that was a great. So if you didn't catch this earlier, Kel has a YouTube channel where she uploads videos where she redesigns well-known logos, and one of them was the Playtex logo, which is feminine period products. And the word feminine now has importance because she was showing how the design doesn't have to be so feminine, doesn't have to have a certain silhouette of a woman like
Absolutely.
dancing or something on it, and just showing the representation of different types of female identifying people and how they all need these products, and creating a more inclusive design, which was really meaningful.
Yeah, new ways that we can have effective design without kind of falling into like the traditional tropes of like old-fashioned marketing, and how we can be more effective with like new ways of thinking and new types of design, and how we can take more like modern approaches, especially with packaging because it's so ubiquitous everywhere we go.
Yeah.
How do we find new ways to reinvent all of the stuff that we're so like overexposed to all the time?
Hi, Marques. Hi, Pungundran. Welcome. And one other thing I want to remind you all of is our creative challenge today. This morning, Val was live creating a 90s portrait, and you can use masks to create your own. And you can join the Discord app and share your design on the current challenge tab, and we'll be giving feedback on those. So in a little less than an hour, I'll go to the Discord app and look at all the submissions, and we'll hopefully laugh at some of them, because I think this is a funny challenge. These 90s portraits were always a little over the top.
Absolutely.
We'll also give you some feedback on those. So make sure you participate. These daily challenges are a great way to learn, and the Discord app is a great way to get feedback from everyone in the community. Is there something you missed in the bridge? Maybe the bottom part, says Andrew.
Oh yeah, down here, we're gonna add some water that's gonna take up a good part down here, just so you can so it doesn't look like it's floating up in the sky so much.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we could definitely add maybe these little X's in here. Kind of mimic that underneath of the bridge over here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Eric says, all we need now is Godzilla, like over the bridge.
That's kind of what Carl is. He floats around.
Carl is a more amorphous Godzilla. Amorphous. Hi, Gary. I'm gonna see if anyone submitted. Oh. Julianne already submitted a portrait for the daily challenge. So we already have one submission. That's very exciting. Just looking on Discord. So this will be wrapping around the pint of ice cream, right?
Yeah. And from here, we will kind of brand out what the other flavors will look like. So we could do like different versions of the bridge. Maybe it's like a different colorway.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe lighten this a little bit more.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we have our bridge for now. And so I lightened the weight on the little ropes, strings.
Yeah, that looks better, I think. Someone suggested it in the chat too earlier.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
So we got that. I don't want to keep any of the texture in here. I want to keep that clean, even though that's not exactly what it looks like, but just from like a really dramatic side view, I can kind of see that. So let's just try, for design's sake, maybe we pull this in. To sit right in there.
Mm-hmm. Let us know if you have any questions for Kel, and we'll do our best to answer, even if it's not about this particular project. Any questions about her career,
Yeah.
her YouTube channel, her work at Live Nation, where she designs t-shirts and merch for different bands. I love this water color, that blue.
Yeah, it's really soft.
Yeah.
So maybe I tuck this up a little bit more. And we come up with a way that we could integrate the flavor, maybe down in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So should we go with vanilla for our first one, since we'll have like a nice blank slate, and then we can kind of make them a little bit more abstract.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is vanilla bean the one that's really good, or is it French vanilla?
I think French vanilla.
You can do French vanilla?
Geronima asked, does Live Nation bring the merch you designed to South America if the artist tours there?
Yes.
Is it all over the world?
Yeah. If it's hosted by a Live Nation venue, and the artist normally tours with us, yeah. So if we do like Lollapalooza in South America, like I think it's in Brazil. I think that's where it's hosted this year. Yeah, so any of that.
Cool.
So like if Jonas Brothers go to South America, it'll be our merch. And I think they also have some of their own as well that they'll cater specifically to those events. I think it'd be cool if we maybe added, let's see, is it in... I never remember where the zigzag tool is. There, okay. It's in
Distort and
transform. So I'm gonna make it smooth to mimic some water. So you can kind of see that right there. Yeah, I think I'm kind of into those amounts of waves. Okay. I think I wanna do...
Hi, Eduardo from Brazil. Hi, Anotai. Welcome to those of you that are just joining. We're creating an ice cream brand identity, and the ice cream shop is going to be in San Francisco, where we are today. So the whole theme has the Golden Gate Bridge. Carl is the name of the fog in San Francisco. And we have Kel Lauren here doing the graphic design for this brand identity and using these colors that we've defined, the type that we've defined since yesterday. So if you want to see how that came together, you can watch the replay from yesterday as well. Caitlin is asking a life question.
Ask away. Hopefully I can answer it.
It's very important. The course of her life will change based on our answer.
Oh man.
Just kidding. I graduate in May from graphic design school. Should I be applying to companies now or closer to May? What are your thoughts?
I don't think it ever hurts to start looking. Maybe you can kind of feel out like what kind of company you want to look for. I think that's the best way to do it, especially when you're starting out. Like finding the right company, the right group, the right clients that you want to work for really makes a difference. So you're doing work that like you really love and you care about. So never hurts to put your feelers out and see what's out there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you want, yeah, never hurts. And you never know, like sometimes companies might not be hiring now.
Yeah.
But they might be hiring maybe like in the middle of the year. So like right now, it's not a huge time that people are hiring, but maybe in like the spring, it's generally like after budgets have kind of rolled over and might be looking for some new help. So never hurts.
And don't be afraid to say, I can't start until this date.
And if they
Because-
really like you,
Yeah.
they'll be waiting for you.
It's good to just have your name recognized. Like, if you apply and they say, oh, we're not hiring right now, the next time you apply, they'll remember your name.
Absolutely.
So, never too early. What else? How did you get started with your YouTube channel? Anthony asks.
My first video was a grocery haul.
Oh.
I went grocery shopping and I showed everyone what I bought. That was really my first video, I guess. And I don't know. I just did it. I had a camera that I've gone through a few cameras at this point because video is a lot of work on a camera that doesn't normally shoot video. So I have improved everything now, but you just have to get started. I mean, you can even shoot on your phone if you want to get started on YouTube, because a lot of phones, especially like the new iPhones and Samsungs, are incredible and they have great mics, and you can even edit on your phone. I have a few friends that edit their videos on their phone still.
Yeah.
So
You can use Adobe Rush,
yeah,
which is really easy. I use it for some of my Instagram videos because I can just have the video on my phone, edit it while I'm like in a car somewhere, and then post it, and it's super easy if you're not doing something too involved.
absolutely. And that's all it is. It's just cutting your content together and you're good to go.
Kendra asked, do you ever think you'd rather have a full-time job in branding or keep it as a side passion?
That's a tough question. I still do like a lot of freelance, and I enjoy doing a lot of freelance work because I really love like my regular job doing t-shirts. But I don't know, if I ever had like the stability of enough clients to like really get involved with like a few really good big brands, I think maybe I'd consider it then, but I don't know. It keeps my brain balanced, it keeps my skill set balanced. So like now I can design a t-shirt for like a rock band pretty quickly. And it kind of like forces you to think a little bit differently too. So I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. So just keeping my flavor text down here with a little bit of a description.
So what was the campaign slab going to be used for?
I'm thinking like I might try it in here. We'll see. And I was thinking maybe like if there's some other information that we could tuck in on like the top of the lid. But you know what? Let's give it a try.
I want to see what it looks like.
Actually, kind of like that.
Can we move to the other side of the screen? I think it would be...
Over here?
I mean, I was asking
Oh.
Jim. I was asking the gods to move me. That worked. Carol said, have you saved lately?
Yes.
Hi, Hassan. Coley, first time here. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us. We're having an ice cream party. So for those of you that just joined, this would be the design that would be on the ice cream pint container, so it would wrap around. I can't wait to see it mocked up on there.
Me neither. I want to right now kind of see what it would look like. Actually, this will go in here. So I sized my artboard to fit right in these mock-ups, so there's never any like leeway. So that's what we're looking at so far. And I think I want to move this logo up a little bit more and play with my background textures. I want to put like a really soft, maybe like a cloud texture in the back to represent our fog. So I'll do that with just a loose brush. Maybe I'll do it in pink for now so I can see it.
Hi, Carolina. Welcome from Colombia.
Ooh.
Ariana says, nice. I think that was in response to the mock-up.
It's looking good. And once we build this, this is kind of like our bones to build out some of the other packaging. It's good to like kind of set some stuff in stone at first, and then it's really easy to just swap out some colors, maybe some different textures as we get to the other colors, or other flavors rather.
So next time we put this on the pint container, a couple people are asking how we wrapped it around, so
yeah,
maybe just do it a little slower, and it's super easy. And a couple people asked about dimension. We're not doing it in dimension right now. Dimension is one of Kel's tools that she wants to learn in 2020. So maybe in 2020 you can come back and do that.
Definitely. I think it'd be really helpful, especially with the amount of client work that I do, especially for pitches. It's really great to have something like that in my toolbox. All right, so this looks very stormy right now, but we are going to, I think, do a little bit of a gradient. I've been trying to play with gradients a little bit more lately because I'm usually a little scared of them because I think you can kind of fall into them being a little cheesy. But I think in packaging especially, and also like in t-shirt design, it can sometimes be hard to print gradients well, so I've always had an excuse to stay away from them. But they can be printed well, especially in packaging on a container like this. And I know they're really popular, especially in like UX, UI design too. Idea. Grab this one.
Gina says, I just started using Dimension and it's very easy to work with and produces great results.
Awesome. That's encouraging.
Great. Yeah.
I was really happy when I saw it come out because I was like, finally, something that I can really blow through some work on.
Steve says, I've watched Paul Trani bring in items from Dimension into Illustrator and Photoshop with great results. Great. So there's also a lot of content from live streams that you could watch.
Yeah.
To learn Dimension too. Andrew loves it. Wow, it's becoming awesome.
Thank you. Glad. Maybe for these guys, normally I would do something maybe like a gradient map, but that might take a little too long. So I'm gonna see if I can add a drop shadow just in here. Stylize. So I'm taking that same blue that I've been using, so it's really soft. Okay, so we can kind of see it right over here, so I want to change my direction.
A couple people said, put cherries in the clouds.
That could be cute.
Hi, Beck. Welcome back today. I'm glad you're enjoying it. She said, just tuning in again, and your work is looking amazing today.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for coming back.
There's about half an hour left to submit your designs of your 90s portrait on the Photoshop Creative Challenge Discord. So just go on the challenge tab above this chat to see all the details, and we'll be reviewing those in 33 minutes. Andrew says, I'm thinking of something a bit crazy. What is it?
I'm always open to crazy ideas.
Gift Chanda, first time watching this. Thanks
Welcome.
for joining us. I hope that it's not the last time and we see you again soon. Maybe even for the rest of the day. We have a lot more on the schedule today. So we have, right after this, an XD challenge. And after that, Jeff Dybel will be doing, what is he doing? I'm going to check. He's going to be redesigning a punk pizza shop's web experience. So he'll also be in XD. And I saw some of it yesterday. It looked really cool. So I think between Carl's Creamery and Jeff Dybel's punk pizza shop, we're doing pretty well with new businesses opening up. Fake businesses.
New fake businesses.
I was telling my roommate about this live stream, and I'm like, we're designing this ice cream shop, and I was describing it, and she's like, wait, it's not real? I'm like, no. And she seemed so disappointed. I just got some news. Jeff's pizza shop is actually real. Okay, so this is fake.
Oh, wow.
But Jeff's pizza business is real, and it's in Chicago. So that's really cool.
That's awesome.
So we can actually go and have pizza there. Definitely stay tuned. That's going to be at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So after we end, we'll have a creative challenge in XD, and then you can watch Jeff.
So we have our clouds and our fog down here. Maybe I might want to adjust this gradient a little bit more.
Ariana says, I thought this was a real ice cream shop too. LOL. You never know.
Maybe
Someone
one day
will be watching who has been wanting to create an ice cream shop, and they have everything set up except for the branding and the name. And they'll be like, I want this.
Yeah.
Andrew says, oh, is this your crazy idea, Andrew? Why don't you let the vanilla float on the water? Oh, so the French vanilla name would be above the line of the water.
Like up here? I mean, we can try that.
Maybe some little waves around it. Well, if the water was lower, maybe. But I feel like it would all be too crowded if it was so high up.
Let's see.
John from Corfu, Yasuyani, welcome. I have to say something. I have to say hello in Greek when there's Greek people.
That's amazing.
You love the idea. Thank you.
It's definitely a fun one.
Yeah.
So let's see really quick while we have all of this ready. So I am going to go ahead and throw all of this into a clipping mask really quick. So I have everything in my background grouped.
Okay.
Command 7 with a shape on top. I'm gonna send it to the back like that.
Why did you create a clipping mask?
It kind of like acts as my love for smart objects, but also it can keep everything together so you're not accidentally clicking on things, and then it can also keep your artboard a little bit cleaner.
Cool.
So it's nice and easy to see. And I wanted to see what it would look like if I added little stars, like if I added little shapes. Kind of like that up in the sky. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it overkill? Do we need stars?
I feel like
Maybe
it would
it
be a
is.
cool touch for like a festive holiday flavor.
Yeah, maybe we keep it like that. Okay, so while we're here, let me make this a little bit bigger.
Gina says, what if you made the words French vanilla and the clouds in the color of French vanilla ice cream? I think that's a cool idea because then you could reproduce that for every flavor. Like strawberry could have pink clouds or something.
I love that. Well, let's see what this looks like on the pine. So we got everything selected. Going into here, so these already have a warp on them. So they're already pre-warped around this container, and you can just do that. If I unlink my mask, Command and then warp here. That's the best way to do it, and then it's already saved in, maybe there's a better way to do it. And then I have a mask on them, so it's already clipped. So if I disable my layer mask, you can kind of see it sticking out. And I have my highlights and shadows on top right there. And you can build all of these out if you take like a really high-res picture of one of these pines, and you can play with different layer styles to kind of like knock out your highlights and shadows and how you can set them to kind of have that realistic effect on top.
Julie asks, would you want the ends of the bridge and clouds to be seamless on the back?
Maybe. I'm thinking, since I'm only doing, it's only showing like the front here, what I would probably do is shift all of the imagery over a little bit, and then we would have like, so it would maybe sit right over here, and then we have like a nutrition panel on the back, and maybe like a little bit of info about the company, and you can kind of like tuck the imagery kind of like underneath that so it fits a little bit seamless.
Yeah. It's good to keep in mind the other things that will need to be on this pint, because it's all fun to design and then you realize like, oh, according to regulations, the nutrition thing needs to be this big, and then the other thing needs to be this big. So it ends up taking space in your design.
So that's what that's looking like so far. So I think what we could do is, how do I do this? Well, for time's sake, let's just go ahead, move forward with this. I think maybe for this cap, we could do a really bright red, or keep this same orangey red that we've had going on. And then I'm just gonna go in here, hit solid color, and I'm gonna paste my hex code in there and hit save, so it automatically populates right there with that. And I think for the top of the lid, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of flexibility with what we can do here. So I'm gonna treat this like a square. Maybe I'll pull it in, or you can just use your circle shape. So I'll just do that. So if this was the top of our lid, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out in that way.
Hi, Lanelle from Florida. Hi, Abdel Rahman. Hi, Trevor. Trevor says, I'm a designer wanting to move to LA for work. Can you recommend any companies or agencies to research?
Ooh.
Or are there resources to look up design agencies in LA?
Oh man.
You don't have to answer right now.
There are a lot, I'll think. But the great thing is, though, is that there's a lot of amazing agencies in LA. So you can pretty much find one that is right up your alley. There's all sorts, like if you want to specialize in like web design, there's a ton of amazing web design agencies, or packaging design or branding design. It really depends what you're looking for.
So maybe the advice is to think of the industry and type of design first.
Definitely. I think finding like the company that you want to work for is really advantageous, so you know like kind of like what you're getting yourself into, and you know you're gonna fit well within like the culture there.
Yeah. David remembered the slant, the huge one from yesterday that says Carl's, and said, oh, you could put that on the top.
I was thinking that. Maybe let's try this one.
Yeah. Well, that's what I assume he's saying. Because I agree with that. John says, a simple design is more direct. That's why design is great.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree 100%. I think it'd be kind of cool if it ran off the edges a little bit.
Yeah, just slightly.
Just gonna add this to a mask again, just so it fits right in there.
Oh, I love that.
So just like a little oversize it, and I think it'll work really well seamlessly with the lid. And so I think we want to grab some of this French vanilla text. And maybe I'll add it in right here.
So about 20 minutes left to submit your design for today's challenge, creating a 90s portrait. And you can see more details on the challenge tab right above the chat. And we'll be reviewing those in the Photoshop Discord.
I take a lot of like inspiration when I do some of my merchandise design for work.
Yeah.
Especially for one of my clients, like Jonas Brothers, they have kind of like a bit of a sense of humor, and they want
Just
just like a little bit of humor. And they asked for some designs that were exactly like those like really 90s kind of bizarre, weird family portraits. And they even did a shoot, I think, with like GQ, where they did one where they were like holding ferrets, and they had like the weird, like the vignettes, and they had all these crazy backgrounds. So those are very near and dear to my heart. I love those a lot.
How do you find freelance clients? Kendra asks.
Ooh. One of my favorite questions. I think it's always tough, especially, not like, in my opinion, I wouldn't recommend, like if you're starting out in design, going right on into freelance, because it could be really stressful, especially if you're just like trying to support yourself. I think the biggest thing is networking. So everywhere you go, I spelled that right, okay, cool. Everywhere you go, you kind of always have to be like on your toes of like who you can talk to, and who, like anyone you know, like in your family and your friends, kind of like always talking to people about what you know. And then before you know it, like people will always be like, oh, I know this graphic designer who does like this, and they could do like business cards for me, or they could do pretty much like, I don't know, anything. For me, it's always kind of like tried freelancing for a while and I didn't end up enjoying it that much, but I think it comes with, there's a lot of responsibility that I don't think I was necessarily ready for when I first started out, and I prefer being in-house. But for new people, yeah, just network. And I used to make like ads on Pinterest, not really like ads, but I would make like little graphics and then post them on Pinterest, and people would always repin them, and then they'd go to my website if they liked it. So it's just kind of like new ways that you can get like in people's faces about like what you do. Mm-hmm. So.
Have you had people contact you after you did your redesign YouTube videos?
Absolutely. Yeah, I get a lot from YouTube. It's kind of become like a self-promotion thing, which has been really nice. I do enjoy it because I can always have like, there's always clients there who want to work with me, and I always get kind of like some like higher end clients who might have like bigger budgets where we can do more instead of just like one little thing. We can do like a full brand guide. We can do a full in-store design. So that's a lot of fun, but it comes with time, so don't get frustrated or be discouraged. It's a part of starting out, so you'll get there. Don't worry.
Allison says, does Kel have any recommendations for agencies to work in for music branding? I just graduated from the University of Arizona.
Music branding. Your best bet would probably be a label, or probably a label, because they might have an in-house team, or at least you can get in contact with like some creative directors who might want to use you as a freelancer, which is pretty common. Working in-house isn't super common. You'll probably work as a freelancer. So maybe finding, who's the creative director for this? Where do they work? What kind of artists do they work with? That's probably like the best way to get started. Okay, so I have my lid right here, so I'm going to warp this into place. Not warp it, I'm gonna kind of skew it into place. I'm gonna place that and then reconvert this.
A little more than 15 minutes left before we look at your challenge submissions. There's a few already that are pretty hilarious.
Awesome. Love to hear that.
Yeah.
So there's what our lid looks like.
Julie loves it.
Awesome. I'm glad. I'm really into that red lid.
Yeah.
And maybe like if I had some more time, like you could do maybe like a cloud element on the side of the lid here.
Mm-hmm. Which blend mode are you using for the layers in the design?
In the mockup?
Tim asked. I think I don't know if he's talking about in the mockup or in the original design.
So for this, so if you kind of like see it normally.
Oh, okay.
This is it's set to multiply. And then for this is really great if you have, if I have to shoot like a mock-up, it's really nice to shoot in black because it's really easy to inverse out into a screen so you get like a nice highlight and everything.
Cool.
make this a little bit bigger.
It's just taunting us now because it looks so real.
And maybe for my background, cool to pull in like a nice bright blue. Or maybe to contrast we go like into like the gold. Maybe something like that.
It looked really good when it was super muted yellow.
Super muted yellow. Let's go.
It's so creamy. Steve, the font that the words French vanilla are in is called Campaign Slab. You can find it on Adobe Fonts.
All right, so now that we have that tentatively mocked up, I think what we should do now is let's brand out another flavor really quick. So now that we have this template kind of done, we can go ahead and play with some other ones. So fan favorite yesterday was strawberry. So I think what we could do now is I'm gonna release this clipping mask so I can edit everything again. And so I think I want to keep the sky. Maybe we'll change up the sky. I don't know. So let's grab this wonderful pink, and we'll play with like our pinks and reds in this.
Oh, I posted the link, but I can't post links, so Tim has to do it for me. What font it is. Oh, that looks great. Pink and red are my new favorite combination.
It's a really nice combo. I don't know, maybe we keep the water blue. Let's change this to
Strawberry.
strawberry.
Fresh summer strawberry.
Yeah.
Hey Kurt, welcome. Hey Beverly. What are you all doing today? Are you watching from your desk? Are you at work? Some people say they watch from work, so
Love that.
they're multitasking. Are you at home? Are you designing something? Are you participating in the daily challenge today, which we're going to be looking at in about 10 minutes, 11 minutes? Leo's at work. Work with an E.
Sounds fancy.
He's working it. We're his background noise. I hope that we are a calming presence in your life. Kendra's at work, Katie's at work, Jack's at work, Kurt's watching from his dorm room. Carol is retired. That's great. I want to retire. I'm ready.
That sounds really nice.
Olu is at home. Santa G is working on an XD challenge.
Nice.
And then has to get back to client stuff.
I feel that.
Yeah, there's always client stuff, isn't there? Katie loves watching design while she designs. Very meta. Andrew's doing some programming. Cool. Andrew, what's your job? Is that your main job? The Keys Design is watching from their design studio and says, "You two are great. Thank you."
Oh, thank you.
What's the challenge for today? Well, you can look at the challenge tab right above the chat, Kurt, and it's a 90s style portrait that Val showed earlier today. You could rewatch her stream, and the challenge is to use masks to create that crazy 90s vibe. So you'll see what people have submitted in the Discord app, and we'll be showing it in the next few minutes. Odie is at work. Zombie Army says designception. Yes. Watching design while you design. Talking about design while you watch design while you design.
That's a great way to live.
Oh, cute.
Sometimes, like, when I do if I want something that kind of looks really illustrative and kind of cut out quickly of paper, I'll just draw it really quickly with a brush.
Yeah.
And then just fill it. And you get no, like, illustration, but it doesn't take a lot of time, so it's kind of wacky, and it's good if you're doing a lot.
Yeah, also if you're just testing it out.
Yeah.
You might as well draw it and see how it looks before you spend a ton of time
Absolutely.
refining the curves and everything.
I don't know if I need a stem. You don't need a stem for a little strawberry.
Yeah, it's very evident what it is. Hugo's doing yoga before work while watching. Oh,
Wow.
interesting. Everyone needs to think of a yoga pose that also applies to Illustrator and Photoshop. Downward facing pen tool. That was really bad. Oh, I love that the leaves are pink.
Yeah. I'm thinking I want to tuck them into the clouds, so I don't want to lose them in there. So I'm going to outline.
Outline
these.
stroke. There's so much love in the chat. Eric's telling Jan he loves him just the way he is.
Aw,
Such a loving
that's so
community.
sweet.
I think the other half of the time they're teasing each other, so it balances out.
Designers are like that.
Forgive our noise. There's some construction happening around here. Alberto asks if you could share the color palette. Yeah.
Yeah, of
So we
course.
defined the colors yesterday, and they're right here.
So
This
our
is the whole brief.
full lockup is right on here. I think it'd be cool. I think a common flavor now is also like turmeric. I think it's making a
Oh,
resurgence in a lot of things. So I don't know, maybe you could do something cool with that. And since everyone seemed to love strawberries yesterday, I think adding strawberry flavor as our other main one would be pretty fitting for us. They all seem to love
Yeah.
strawberries, and they're really popular in California too.
They are. I'm trying to think of what flavor you could do, like coconut turmeric, or
Yeah.
what else could pair with turmeric? It's kind of got a peppery flavor, but
Mm-hmm.
it goes with like cardamom,
Yeah. That sounds
other
good.
spices. Anthony is in his room creating a new character for a story. What kind of character?
What kind of story?
Kurt says, I just won a design competition for Danone yogurt. That's
Wow.
cool.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Mario says, dang, this looks amazing.
Yay. It's all for your guys' input, you know. Couldn't do it without you.
This is going to be, yeah, it's a label that will be on the container of the ice cream, so it would wrap around. Oh, Jan is being controversial. He wants a licorice flavor.
Bold claim.
Bold. Oh, nice pun, Heidi. San Francisco flavor, cable cardamom. Like cardamom, but cable cardamom.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yes.
Really quick, I'm just gonna kind of go in here and make it look like they're getting tucked.
Ah, in the clouds. Bye, Mario. Good having you.
Thanks for joining us.
Kendra, are you doing any sort of vlog for your channel of this experience?
I am, in fact. Yes, because I'm so not a vlogger normally. But I thought I'd do it for this trip because this is super exciting and I don't know.
Yeah.
Something new on my channel.
Awesome.
Always something new. And they have some very exciting content coming soon, so.
That's great. Hi, Sandrine. Thank you on behalf of Kel. I didn't do it. She said it looks beautiful.
Moral support. It goes a long way.
Carlberry, Racine says. It's a new breed of berry.
Okay.
So 3 minutes till we look at the Discord app to see what you have all submitted for today's challenge. Omar says, we need more rebranding videos from you.
I know. Soon, very soon. I have some exciting ones that are related to sweet things.
Oh.
And one related to another really big YouTuber.
Oh.
So, those are the two coming down the pipeline.
That's cool. If Jan was a candy, he would be licorice. Is that because some people love you and some people hate you? I know he can take that. Teasing. So, 2 minutes. I'm gonna see. Did people submit stuff since I last looked? Oh yeah. There's a few. There's also people submitting for yesterday's emoji challenge, which is cool. Of course, you can still work on the previous challenges. They're always there for you to replay as well if you want to learn stuff. Sometimes I end up watching replays of challenges because I search for things that I want to do and look for tutorials, and it's actually been done on Adobe Live, so it's cool.
That's handy.
I'm laughing, Jan. I'm actually lolling. Oh, nice.
All right.
I love that because it also looks like they're in whipped cream or ice cream too.
Yeah.
Every time I look at clouds, I'm going to think of the ice cream now.
Ideally. And one thing I do want to do is for these drop shadows, maybe where'd my appearance go? I want to just change this drop shadow color so it's not blue anymore. Maybe I go in a warm gray tone.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'll just go with like a dark red.
So,
A little bit lighter.
John, we've posted Kel's YouTube channel a couple times. If you just search Kel Lauren on YouTube, you'll find her.
You'll find me.
And Tim will probably post it again, and her Instagram. Because I'm sure a lot of you want to subscribe and see what's coming up. Shahid says, very nice work and a lot of inspiration. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Just gonna change this. All right, so there is our strawberry flavor.
Yummy.
Doing the same thing again with my clipping mask. So as soon as I go into Photoshop, everything is nice and clean. Hide that really quick.
All right. So we'll just show this Do you want to show it before we look at the submissions?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we reached our deadline. We're going to show the strawberry flavor on here, and then we're going to go into the Discord app and see what everyone submitted. Philippa says, this looks delicious.
Awesome.
With
Thank
clapping. Delicious.
For added
I don't know how
effect.
to vocalize that meme.
I get what you mean. All right. And there is our strawberry flavor.
Nice.
Maybe we pull in some really light pink.
That's cool.
All right, so there's our strawberry.
You're wearing a strawberry flavored top today.
I am. It's a great color.
Okay, so let's go into the Discord app and see what happened here. So this was the example from this morning that Val created. It's so awesome.
Amazing.
I love the styling. And if you look closely, there's cats on here. It's all cats. It's a little hidden gem there. And let's go to Cece also created an emoji yesterday and incorporated it and used Val as the subject.
Oh my gosh.
And a desk. So I guess is she in a classroom? What's happening with this desk? Super fast masking. This was fun. 'Tis the season to be too busy. We hear you. I think it would be good if this background wasn't here so that you could see the laser beams.
Yeah. Maybe she could be just like sitting right in the desk.
Yeah.
Kind of like tuck her behind the little table part.
But I hear you about being busy. Thank you for submitting anyway. Cat school graduate, most likely to exceed 9 lives, from Admiral Entropy.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Your cat's very cute. If that's your
Very
cat.
cute.
Follow me for cat content.
Ah. Love this. Imitating. I feel like it's missing a Death Star, they say. Great job. You really recreated what she did so well. And I kind of like these colors in the background even better than the ones that were used in the original. I think it
Yeah.
looks great.
It's very disco.
Yeah, I want her to start dancing. She needs to send us a gif of her dancing so we can put that in. Julianne says, I'm lucky I went home last weekend and baked cookies with my little brother. Happened to have these great shots to work with. Oh my gosh, he's holding butter.
Is he throwing the butter? That's amazing.
Oh yeah, he was probably like, I'm
Like
just gonna
tossing the
juggle butter. Big sticks of butter. I love that. That is awesome. And he looks so passionate about the butter.
Really
like,
excited
"Look."
about the butter.
Oh, here's another cat.
Oh my gosh.
I love this.
I think the lighting on that really worked out well too.
Yeah.
Kind of adds that effect.
They said it's their own picture.
Perfect.
So, awesome picture. Good job. All right. Who wore it better?
Oh my gosh.
From Sharp Bubble. Oh, the baby has a beard.
Tough call, tough call.
This is an interesting one. Definitely stands out. I don't know if I can look at this baby with a beard. It's a little freaky.
Is that the baby from Rugrats?
Yes. I think it's one of the twins from
One of the
Rugrats. Nice. Oh, Shahid. Oh, there's so many of you.
Perfect.
This is so funny. And you have your own little logo type here. It's pretty cool.
Keep that branding consistent. I like it.
Gerard. Oh, who's this? Is this you when you were younger? Is it someone else? I want to know the significance of this one.
I really like the use of that picture. It has a lot of impact.
Yeah. I wish you did one where you were, like, the foreground was just this picture and you were looking up towards this picture.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would be really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Like looking back. Oh, this is for yesterday. And here's Philippa.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
That's cute.
Love the use of the galaxy.
Yeah, galaxies are really popular right now. Even though I think the galaxy's been around for a while.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
A few years.
I love this. Crazy chinchilla rainbow. Okay, this is very crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm in another universe right now. Where did you get these chinchilla pictures, Tan?
Do you have a chinchilla?
Is it your chinchilla? Oh, Gerard says that's his mother and father. That's cool.
That's so cute.
Yeah. It's like the story of your life in one picture. All right. That's all we have for today, but you can still continue to post your stuff on Discord and just share it with the community. We love to see what you create.
Absolutely.
And it's a great space to get feedback. So, we're back to Carl's.
Yeah. So I'm adding this other mock-up together of just like these two flavors so we can see them. So similar concept to the other mock-up, and really quick I want to make a strawberry version.
Tanya said it is my chinchilla.
I'm so jealous that you have a chinchilla.
Where do you live? I want to find out where this chinchilla is.
All right, we got those two going. I'll lower the highlight on this a little bit. Grab my red color again.
Yes, what Tim is saying is great. If you review people's work, maybe they'll review yours in return and you get feedback. It's just the exchange of ideas and feedback, and that's how people get better.
Absolutely.
Shelby says, what school did you go to for design? I got accepted to Pratt but couldn't afford it, so I'm at a state university now, wanting to be a graphic designer. Do you think that art school has more benefits?
There's pros and cons. I have a video on my channel that's like a little bit more in depth about like my experience and everything, but it's really up to you and what you want to do with design. State schools still have generally pretty good programs. Art school is just a very expensive way to go to school. But we live in you know, 21st century, and the internet has tons of resources that are really easy, so you can learn like all sorts of like industry insights and also like other techniques and communities that you can join. And I think that's like the biggest part of graphic design is immersing yourself in the community. And we're just like a huge network, we're a big family, and you can do all of that without having to go to art school too. So yeah, just practice, you know, immerse yourself in design as much as you can, and you can do that whether you go to school or not. Half of my team at work didn't even go to college.
Wow.
So it really depends on where you are as a designer. So yeah, just immerse yourself in it. Have a good time. All right, what background color should we do? Should we do like a soft off-white? Maybe we go deep red, we go blue.
Yeah, I think there's too much red if we have red in the background. I like that.
It's kind of nice. All right, so do we have time for one more thing?
We do have about 12 minutes.
Okay. So while we're here, I would like to do, so we had from yesterday, if you missed it, we have our little like storefront right here, what that could look like. And I think what would be really cool, so I have a few of these. Let's mock up a tote bag really quick, because I'm a big tote bag user.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else is, but
It's the most useful type of merch.
yeah, because everyone loves a tote bag. They're really, you know, cheap and easy to have in stores, and they're very usable because we try to bring our own bags for groceries and everything when we go to the store. So maybe we take this bridge, our bridge, so I'm gonna go ahead and design this in here. So I really like oversized logos, kind of like taking up a lot of space. Gonna grab this. Ways that we can really like use the space that we're gonna be printing on. So if we can really push the boundaries for this, maybe that's like sitting at like the bottom or close to the bottom of the tote bag. And maybe for, let's see, I mean, maybe we just leave the water off and let the bridge kind of hang off the bottom of the bag. And for readability purposes, I'm gonna select my logo right here. And what I'm gonna do is kind of create a little bit of a border around, so I can still have like this overlay effect on the bridge, but I don't have to kind of like lose my readability. So I'm just gonna expand that. Yeah, maybe we'll do like 15 pixels. Maybe that was a little much. Maybe we go back down to 10. Maybe I want a little bit smaller.
Do you have a shortcut for the color picker panel to pop up?
Like the,
Are you using like any shortcuts, or are you just...
I have it right now for all of my, like in Illustrator, I have most of these kind of all sitting in one. And so my main one is just my character. So if I hit Command T, it pulls open my character tab and I have everything else kind of built off of there. Really depends like how you want to build your workspace.
Yeah.
But yeah, really learning like the shortcuts can like, I don't know, helps you in the long run. So yeah,
Wow.
that's what that's looking like. Let's pull up. Some of these shadows are a little intense. And maybe instead of a background texture, we do a solid color. A little bit easier on the eyes.
Lovely. Lovely. So earlier we talked about how Kel finds freelance clients, so you can go back and watch the replay if you want a more detailed answer.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I think I like the all red. I'm really into like all solid color prints. So we have our tote bag there. Close this. And then we have nice and easy to view. So there are our two flavors. We have a French vanilla and we have a strawberry. Highlighted part of the city with our bridge. And then maybe a cute little bag that we can have to go in the stores. And then we also have these from yesterday of maybe like some window decals that we can have in the store. And then this cute little retro sign that we have out front. And then this all comes back to our original branding palette right here. So if we go out and make some more colors, we can kind of implement those different color palettes for the different flavors into what our packaging could look like. So if we have like a mint and chip flavor, we could have like, instead of it being a blue gradient sky, we could have maybe a mint sky, and we could have little chocolate chips sitting in on the fog right here like we have for the strawberries. So
That's great.
yeah.
So if the client asked you to do this, and this was your first delivery to them after you've asked them questions and defined what you're gonna, typeface you're going to use and everything, would you send them all of these assets? Is there more that you would send them?
I think after I pitch something, usually I kind of walk them through what this brand could look like, and if we're rolling out like a full brand guide, we could do like a little bit of an example. So I might do like 1 or 2 versions of what packaging could look like. And then later, when we're actually building out packaging, I could go into more detail. We can have more of like the copy that's going to be on the side and on the back with the nutrition panel as we build out actual packaging. But typically for something that I'm running by a client so they can kind of get a feel for what I'm doing, I'll just do something really quick, kind of like this, so we can all be on the same page and everything. So, and it can also all go into a brand guide for down the line as their business grows. You can have this book. I love to like print little books for clients so they can see like all of like the merchandise ideas that I had, or any of the packaging, anything for in-store design. You know, it's all kind of like laid out in a book so they can see it, they can look back on it. And it also like makes you look, you know, good as a designer, so you can show like, I'm very serious and I care about like the quality of your product too.
Yeah. And then they can show it to other people without having to be like, can you send it in Word format so I can send it to this person? Be like, here's a book. So when you have freelance clients, are they mostly local? Like you can meet with them in person?
Yeah, a lot of mine are local in LA. I get a lot of, I've had like everything from like jewelry clients, I've had a few restaurant clients, a few like personal branding clients, and it's always nice to like meet with someone in person because you can really get to know them and kind of like really get a feel for their vibe and what their brand is. And so kind of like what we talked about yesterday is having that genuine conversation with a client and hearing what their wants are and their needs are, so you can, you know, be more successful because they're spending money on you. So you want to make sure that you are giving them a quality product that they're paying for. And and if it goes well, I mean, that's someone that you can have rolling work with as their business grows and as you grow as a designer. And it's also more consistent for their brand too if you're working on it the whole time. So, yeah.
So we're just about wrapping up, but stay tuned. Let's show you what the schedule is for the rest of the day. So we just finished our 9:30 segment. Almost. We have a couple minutes. You can watch the replays of the Creative Challenge this morning with Val. This was our segment with Kel. And then coming up, there's the XD Creative Challenge with Sam. And at noon, Design for Any Screen with Jeff Dybel, where he's working on his pizza shop identity in Chicago. So definitely stay tuned for those. This is the last day of streaming for the decade, so don't miss the rest that we have for you. And also stay tuned in the Discord. Keep participating in the challenge. You can still get feedback there in the Discord for that. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who joined.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you want to see how this whole identity came together, watch the replays from yesterday as well.
Definitely.
Oh, how many meetings do you have for clients before and during a project? Maybe Kel can respond like on an Instagram story or something. So if you have more questions, she could do like a video on YouTube with some of your questions if she hasn't answered them already, or direct you to one of those videos.
You could definitely shoot me a DM on Instagram. My handle is at kel.lauren. And I try to answer as many DMs as possible. And I also have some like frequently asked questions on my highlights too. So if you want some more specific answers, or check out some of the stuff on my YouTube.
Yes, so many resources already available from Kel telling you everything about how she became a designer, how she redesigns stuff, what groceries she buys.
What groceries I bought 3 years ago. You know, everything's out there.
Makeup.
Yeah. You want to dye your hair? I got you.
Oh, dyeing your hair. There's everything. She can do your whole lifestyle makeover.
Whatever you're looking for. Oh, and I also have a lot of cat content, so if you have cats, like
how
watching
many cats do you have?
I have 3 cats.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so if you want some cat content, they're in a lot of my videos because they jump all up on my desk and sometimes lay down on my computer. So
Oh, yeah.
they're very
So
involved.
You can't type.
Yeah, they love the space right here, you know, it's right where you are.
Because it's warm.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I want to be right in the middle of everything because they want your attention, you know?
Yes.
So,
Well, thank you to a few of you that joined yesterday and today. Geronima, Jan, John, Mazen, Felipa, Santa G, Omar, Tim, of course, for helping with everything. And hopefully we'll see you again soon.
yeah, of course.
And we'll all be following what you do on all social media. So everyone stay tuned for the next couple streams for the XD challenges and Jeff Dybel on XD Live later. And Kel will see you on YouTube and Instagram from now on.
Definitely. Head on over. Got lots of content coming. And
Yeah. And have a happy new year, because this is the last stream of the decade. So enjoy the end of 2019, and we'll see you in 2020 again. Thank you,
Awesome.
everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you later.